Hi everyone, thanks for joining for another swatch video. I am super excited to swatch this palette. I have played with it a little bit and adore it. The colors are amazing. You may have seen on the channel that I have several large palettes that we've swatched. There's the Midnight palette, the Earthy palette, and the Nude palette from Beauty Bay, for example. I also have a couple purple palettes, like a Shiny palette and a Rainbow palette. However, I needed a pink gradient palette. At least I told myself that I did. This seemed to fit the bill. I've loved Colourpop in the past, and it is freaking gorgeous. I just love it. It doesn't look like all of them are pink. Like some of these in the middle here kind of just pull kind of blah neutral, but actually they swatch pink, and on the eye they are pink. So yeah, I cannot wait to swatch these. I'm gonna start at the top left and work my way across and head down as I go. Obviously it starts the lightest and ends up the darkest, which will be good for swatching. There's a little bit of smudgies on here because I've already played with this just a bit. It is called a pressed powder palette, which is what they call an eyeshadow palette when there's a couple of eye warnings. It's probably on the box, which I don't have with me, but just be careful, check the packaging if you're sensitive to any specific pigments or glitter. One of these has a little star here, and in very tiny writing it says not intended for use in the immediate eye area. That is called this guy. It's this guy. Some of the red pigments can be staining, so I'm not surprised that that's got an eye warning, so just be careful. So I can't wait to start, so let's go. First one's called Thorn Apart. Oh, it's a gorgeous like beige metallic. Next one's a matte called Attraction. It's just a very fair matte. Next one's a shimmer called Every Rose, and it's like a peachy pink. Next one's called Faithfully. Oh, just gorgeous. Next one is called One Love. Another gorgeous, kind of golden, very pale pink. And then the last one is a matte called Like Heaven. It's difficult to see on my skin tone because it's very similar. So this would make a good base for me, I think. Starting in the second row is one called Kickstart. It's the first matte kind of medium pink we've got. Next one is called On Call. Whoa, where did that swatch go? It's not picking up on my finger very well. It's more of a shimmer than a glittery color. Next one's called Say It's True. It's a pale pink. It looks a little brown in the pan. It's a pale pink matte. Then we have Alone. This is a very pretty medium matte pink. Much darker than this one. This one looks more mauve color. This one's gonna look mauve too as well, though. This is called Best Shot. Probably the most purpley mauve so far. And then right before I run out of room, this one is called Foolin'. And I need to build this up because this is really pretty and pigmented. This is like a shimmery purple mauve. All of these just look stunning together, and I can tell that the quality of the shadow is amazing. Moving down to row 3, we've got Love Hurts. Holy moly, that is a gorgeous pigmented metallic peachy pink. Hopefully I'm in the shot. Next we've got a matte called Part Time. Really pigmented salmony matte. Next is called Romance. Sorry about my nails, I just have too many animals to keep them nice. This is pulling very salmon as well. That was not much on my finger there, and that was a lot of area that it covered. But it's obviously a little lighter and a shimmer. Yeah, they're staining my fingers a little bit, guys, so be careful on the eye. Next is called On the Edge. Just a straight up medium pink metallic shimmer. Heartbreaker, a little bit more purpley. And Wild Side is a darker pink shimmer. These were the ones in the middle that I was like, they kind of just look neutral, but they are definitely pink here, as you can see. Okay, fourth row. First one is called Look at Me. Very similar to this one, a little more purpley. It's like a teensy bit darker. Next one is called Speechless. Again, very opaque. Pink, metallic. Pulls a little salmon. This one's called Pretender, and I think I got way too much on my finger there. This is, you know, like a deep reddish pink. Next is called Angel Eyes. This is kind of the most fuchsia so far. Oh, you can see how well these work together. I mean, they're just a gorgeous gradient. Next one is This Love? Wow. Just slightly darker than these other ones. We're just slightly working our way down the gradient. And then this one's called Metalhead. It's a neutral. It's like a, how do I explain this color? It's a brown metallic. It's very cool tones. So that is the third and fourth row. I think the fifth row I'm going to put on the top of my arm because some of these are definitely staining. You can see my fingers here. And I did a few palettes before this too, but this is mostly just from this one, especially like this finger went into that Pretender color. So yeah, they definitely stain a little bit. And we've got the last 6 on the bottom. This one is called Twin Flame. Well, let me make sure it's not picking up on my finger real well. It's a warm brown with a little bit of shimmer in it. It's kind of hard in the pan on this palette, so it's just kind of not picking up as well compared to this one called Spun Around. This is another warm brown, but it's more red, whereas this one I see more yellow in it. And the one with the eye warning called This Guy. I love this color. I'm in love with this lately, this like eggplant purpley color. It's gonna look gorgeous with some of the other shades in here. I just can't wait to start using it. It's called This Guy, and that's perfect for it. Next one is called Whisper. It's probably the most neutrally cool brown. Again, gonna look gorgeous with some gradient looks with this palette. Next one is called Tonight. This looks pretty plum here, but I think it pulls a little more gray. It's not super purple, very pigmented. And then they've got a black called Smoked Out. I think this is actually a very dark gray, but it can work as a black. It's like almost black. All right, so there's the last row of the Smoke and Roses palette. Like I said, I just am in love with this. I can't wait to start using it. I've been very happy with the pigmentation so far and just the quality of the shadows. Colourpop has done well in this one, and it's exactly what I wanted. So check out some tutorials that we already have or that are going to be coming up with this palette in particular. We also have lots of other swatch videos and lots of animal stuff as well. We are art and animals here. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you can, just for a second. Just go ahead and click subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye. So, dirt bike. I think that's all I have to say about that. Jesus Christ, this ice cream truck. I think I better pause. My voice cracked in that one. Sorry. Hi, kitty. What do you need? Mommy needs you to be quiet for a little bit so I can do this, okay? Please? What What do you want? I really want to do at least this palette, okay? Xavier, why do you wait until now? Please. We also have lots of other swatch palettes. Swatch palettes. All right, fingers, come on, you got 3 more. You can do this.